Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be GuMiho versus Reynor on Inside and Out for the Patreon cast of the week. If you're watching this the week of February the 5th, thank you very much for supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. You get to see this a month before anybody else on the YouTube channel, and if you're watching this in late February or early March, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here, let's say 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. Top right, it's going to be GuMiho. Woo! And in the bottom left, going to be Reynor. We love GuMiho. GuMiho is very, very fun. He does weird stuff, man. And that's why he's hard to play. Is he going to try to mech it here against Reynor today? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out together if that's what we're going to get. Is Reynor's going to play standard? Sure. I mean, Reynor will 12 pull you every once in a while, but today it's going to be a 16, 18, 17 play. Terry the Overlord is scouting out. This guy's not checking for proxies, but he's just going across the map to see if he can get to an Overlord perching spot and see what's going on with GuMiho. The more information you have about GuMiho, the better it is for you. So this is Terry. What's up, Terry? That's right, Terry. You just had to fly past that fire. Not over the fire, because Reynor cares about his overlords. Just kidding, he doesn't. This is the fastest way across the map. But we can buy a shirt with Terry's face on it at falconpaladin.store. Check out a link in the top right to that one. There are 2 types of shirts with Terry's face on them. We also have a mug with Terry's face on it. We have some Falcon Paladin branded hoodies and t-shirts and a beanie too. If you want a beanie, beanies are very nice, especially if it's cold out, which it is here. Man, today it was 10 degrees Fahrenheit. 10 degrees Fahrenheit. That is so far below zero, it totally sucks. Anyway, check it out. FalconPaladin.store for all of your merch needs. GuMiho did not go for the Reaper. No Reaper name today. But he did reactor his barracks to make some faster Marines. Get a second base up. He hasn't scouted either. He is blindly guessing that Reynor did not go for a pool first play, and he's getting away with it. That's nice. That's nice for Terran players, but I don't recommend it. I always recommend the SCV scout if you're playing against an Elite Zerg player especially, because pool firsts will ruin this kind of build. You can't stop the destruction of your second base if all you've got are a couple Marines against a pool first. And they're late, too, because you're reactored and then made them. Anyway, factory coming in. Probably going to swap the reactor onto the factory in a minute here. Second gas getting taken by GuMiho. So it could be mech, but nothing really indicating that quite yet. And Reynor's going to have to keep his eye out for what's going on here, too. Third base coming in from him at about 240. Fine, fine, fine. Like I said, incredibly standard stuff from our dude. Creep spread in before injecting. That's what Cyril started to do, and a lot of our other Zerg players copied him. Getting that creep tumor out first instead of going for the first inject with your queen at your natural base. Fancy pants stuff. Second is a starport. Okay, that doesn't really tell us anything either. This could very easily be just typical Marine Marauder, Medevac, Widowmine stuff. And, ooh, super early move out. That's what we're looking at here, is it? An incredibly early move out. Kind of like this. We've seen this more often than not, kind of in late 2022, early 2023. Is he show up with Marines way before the normal time for Marines to show up is, and you kill a queen. Nice. And you probably kill another queen too, but then some speedlings, well, slowlings. Now their speedlings come out and save the day. So, surprise, you lost a queen. That totally sucks, but you know, whatever. You killed enough fewer queens to deal with the Hellions, but one queen is kind of enough to deal with a couple Hellions anyway. Gotta wait for a couple more to be produced. There we go. Hellion joining the party. Factory making them. What are we doing? Tell us what we're doing. Faking a Cloak Banshee. Ah, GuMiho. I haven't seen a fake Cloak Banshee in a hot minute. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Because if the Overlord comes in, which actually, that's funny because the Overlord's not coming in to see this. He's going to think it's Cloak Banshee, but it's not. It's a Viking. He's going to cancel Cloak here, would be my guess. Unless he's making a Viking, then he's going to start a Banshee, which I guess is within the realm of possibility. And he does. Never mind. He did not try to fool anyone. He was just getting a Viking before the Banshee. It's totally normal. Totally normal stuff here. That's funny. All right. Well, what else are we doing? Stims on the way. So GuMiho, at least for now, as a bunch of lings roll in. A couple SCVs dying. By that I mean 2. And the rest of the Lings get killed because Hellions are insanely good against early Ling pressure. Stupid good against early Ling pressure. It makes me sad because I like Ling pressure, but then there's like 6 Hellions and they all die. Boom, 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 bada, bada, boom. Queens, block! Hellions, whoosh, and get out of there because transfuses are available. Yeah, barracks, barracks, barracks here. So GuMiho, I hope we see some weird mech stuff from him. I hope we don't just see straight up Marine Marauder Medevac Widowmine, because that's not why I chose this GuMiho replay. I wasn't like, I want to see GuMiho do normal stuff against Reynor. I want to see GuMiho do crazy stuff against Reynor. Like snipe a drone that was trying to go for a 4th base. Super cool stuff. Ah! Don't get surrounded. Don't. Okay, not enough Lings to actually kill these. And by that, I mean that went pretty poorly for Reynor. Wow. I thought for sure 1 or 2 more of those Hellions would die, but they did not. So what is it? Hellions down 2. Lings down 38. Woof. I don't know if that's good cost efficiency. In fact, it is not. 3rd base from GuMiho, 6 minutes. Nothing super early about that. More and more barracks being fired up. We're going to maybe make some tanks with this factor with the tech lag tapped onto it. Combat shield on the way. What's Reynor up to? He's got a lair. He's got a Baneling Nest. He's going for double Evos. We're going to see some Lings, Banes, and Queens trying to stay alive. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. This is what it is. 4th base coming in from Reynor, bottom right side. Getting centrifugal hooks and armories coming in, but probably for further upgrades for the Marines. You need an armory. Oh, what is this? No! No! Bad pathing! Oh, they were stuck. She transferred them down to the 3rd base, but the wall was up. Bad from GuMiho. Man, you can't make mistakes like that against Reynor, can you? Can you? Bottom left base from Reynor, or rather leftish base, 5th base from him. Kind of double expanding. 4th base coming up at the same time as the 5th, but the 4th base is done now. And the 5th is not. Yeah, I don't know. Can you play this kind of game, GuMiho, against Reynor? Reynor is super used to this. Every ZVT he ever plays is this strategy. You should have gone mech. You should have tried to mech him. Although, I don't know that I've seen a Reynor or Cyril lose to mech in a very, very long time. There was a time there where Koreans, Terrans were meching quite often, and Korean Zergs, like, couldn't handle it. They were dying all the time. And Reynor and Cyril were like, no, just do this. But the Korean Zergs wouldn't. It was the strangest thing. And then they started figuring it out, and now mech is pretty much non-viable. Much to Ruff's dismay. Poor Ruff. Tough life for Ruff. Ooh, Creep Tumor gets saved by the Sling and Baneling stuff. Nice tank position, though. Love that tank position. You want to stand a Marine on this Creep Tumor? No, scan. Okay. I was like, you could kill the Creep Tumor with a Marine if you stood a Marine on the Creep Tumor and had the tank fire on it. Splash damage trick. Another factory on the way from GuMiho, but 2-2 on the way here for the Marines and the Marauders and whatnot. So what do we got, GuMiho? What is in your bag of tricks today, you trickster? Gonna have to find out. Ooh, pick up! Ooh, half pick up. Mostly not pick up, though, I would say. And then ginormous. Ooh, we do get some Hellbats. Okay, yeah, he saved the Hellions. So Hellbats are in the future. Very cool. Infestation pit on the way from Reynor. Is going to go for Ultras today? Usually, probably not. Usually for Hive Tech, for Adrenal. More than anything else. And then for upgrades for Lurkers, which is probably where we're going now. I don't know. I can't tell the future, but I don't see a Hydralisk Den yet. So maybe it's Ultras, which are pretty bad against an Elite Terran player. Like, really bad. This is from the previous patch. This isn't the patch where Ultras are smaller. Kind of baby Ultralisks. They're the big, fat, chunky ones. But, yeah, Snipe is just too good against them. Liberator's too good against them. Marauder's too good against them. It's just, I haven't seen an Ultralisk win against a Terran in a hot minute. Overlord down. Reynor heading up the right side. Wall of supply depots is there for a reason. Very nice. So tank dies. Banelings are like, we gotta bust this wall, boys. And there it is. But you gotta waste some Banelings on the wall. And good splits here. Ah, Banelings on the tank. Not cost efficient. Another tank is gonna go down, though. Yep. So tanks dying all over the place here. Again, I don't know that tanks are what we need in modern TVZ. In the current meta of TVZ, tanks just feel like they don't get enough value before they die. Banelings against Hellbats. Hellbats are light. They take bonus damage from the Banes. Let's see if these tumors come up. Nope. Scan makes sure they do not. Ensures they do not. Yeah, Hive coming in, and all Reynor's got here are Lings, Banes, and Queens. That's it. He doesn't have a Hydralisk Den. Has he built one in this chaos? No. Infestation Pit, not to make Infestors at least yet, just solely for the Hive. It's got to be Ultras. He's got to be trying to go Ling Bane Ultra Queen here against GuMiho. This does speak to a certain level of disrespect that Reynor has for GuMiho, because I haven't seen him try to go Ultras against a Terran player in some time. They're just not great. Lurkers are better. They're a good use of the gas. Reynor taking his 9 o'clock position, 6th. Can he hold on to it is the question. Yeah, 3 command centers set up here at this 4th base of GuMiho. Some of them will be planetary, some of them will be orbitals. Left side, right side attack from GuMiho. Nice juke back, but there's Banelings waiting for that. Maybe don't. Okay. Have to re-pick up, and then this group gets spotted by Lings and Banes and has a bad time too. Widow Mines have been incorporated. There's 6 kills on this Widow Mine. The Widow Mine's doing some good stuff. GuMiho's holding. GuMiho's holding here. He's been on the defensive more than he'd like to be in this game, but he hasn't really died. Hasn't really taken too much damage. He's going Ghost Academy. He's like, whatever the Zerg player's doing, Ghosts are going to be good. But that's not true. If it's just Lings and Banes, Ghosts are like, what do we do here exactly? And there's just not an answer for it, you know? Good for sniping Vipers, though. So I guess we're going to see some Spellcasters from Reynor. Probably some Blinding Cloud, some Abduct Karama. And Vipers are a good way to deal with that if you happen to be a Terran player. In the current patch of StarCraft, of which I don't have any games from that patch yet, but we'll get there, Vipers have a bit of a delay. After they cast a spell, they can't move for like a quarter of a second. They can't move or cast another spell. So you can't roll up with one Viper to do a double Abduct and then immediately retreat. You got to come up, Abduct, wait a little bit, second Abduct, wait a little bit, and then get back. So it makes you really vulnerable to Ghost Snipes. Or Steady Targeting, as the official name is. Dead Drone. Trying to expand up here. Reynor, you cheeky boy, come on. This is GuMiho's expansion. But the creep indicates it is more Reynor's than GuMiho's at this point, I guess. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases here. So, yeah, this is GuMiho's base. But Reynor needs an extra base to keep up with what GuMiho is doing. GuMiho is having a great time. Ooh. Double Nidus Network, I say. Double Nidus Network here at 13 minutes. Mech upgrades are coming in, and another armory's on the way, too. Is GuMiho going to tech switch on us? More factories. GuMiho says, it's time! It's time to break out what I love. And what I love is mech. Widow Mine's got 7 kills. I mean, we already knew that, because it got the 6 kills earlier and then the 1 drone, but the base comes up for Reynor anyway. Yeah, GuMiho hasn't even tried to take his 5th yet. And Reynor is on a 7th. So that doesn't bode well for the future. Double Nidus. No. But they do scout the factories and the extra armory. So I think Reynor's got to sniff this out. Yeah, there's that Abduct on the tanks. Yeah, from over the wall too. I mean, that was the point of Abduct. When it was introduced, was the ability to take units from far away that you couldn't access otherwise. It is an Ultralisk Cavern. All right. Ultralisk Cavern and Onzave. Ghosts coming in. High-sec auto-tracking being researched. Building armor. Infernal Pre-Igniter. GuMiho's like, all right, look. Oh, we did snipe that 7th base, or whatever that is over there. Snipes an Overseer, too. Loving that. Lings maybe could burrow in there if burrow was researched, and it's not. Income is favoring Reynor heavily here because, again, he's on 6 spaces and GuMiho is on 5. Even if mules exist, Reynor's got 94 workers and he's doing fine, thanks. So this is where GuMiho's got to win this thing through attrition, through cost-effectiveness of playing the mech style. Or at least a hybrid mech style, maybe just adding some Hellbats into his composition. Dude, this is nuts. Reynor's just straight up Ling Bane. That's it. He's going double Spire. He's like, okay, I need access to all of the tech here, because I don't know exactly what GuMiho's trying to do, but let's just make sure we have the ability to make everything we want, which would mean he should be making a Hydralisk Den. If Lurkers are going to come into play here, he needs it. Does he have Adrenal already? Yep. Adrenalings with 3/3. Looking good. Double Nidus in the same place as before. It's a little bit gutsy to try to double Nidus in the same place you double Nidus like 10 seconds ago, because it's a spot that the Terran's going to be watching. And it doesn't work. Ling, wrap around. Nice Baneling target firing. Sick stuff there from GuMiho. So many more Banelings, though. Ah, pick up, run. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to have this space, says GuMiho. I'm not sure if it's going to happen for me today. Chitinous plating on the way for the aforementioned Ultralisks, of which there are none, nor are there any in the production tab. So we're going to have fully upgraded Ultras. In theory, we don't have any of them on the field, but, you know, we don't have to supply for it either. It's so many Lings and Banes from Reynor here, and this is what you can do. If you're an elite Zerg level player, Lings and Banes, and some Queens, I guess, are all you really need. It'd be amazing if GuMiho could bust out, like, mass battle cruiser. He wants a pause, which you don't have to go through. There's a bit of lag. But the thing with going battle cruiser is the double Spire... wait, wasn't there a double Spire? Yes, there is double Spire. It's over here. The double Spire exists, so and Reynor has a bank, so he can just throw up 47 Corruptors if you do manage to somehow squeak out 1,000,000 battle cruisers, and they will all die. So yeah, GuMiho, he needs this base to live. But if he has the top left base, I think he could maybe cost-effective his way to a win here. It's a strategy. We haven't seen it very much. Spirit's pretty good at it, of just kind of making great trades with a Zerg player who comes to try to kill you 47 times in a row and fails. Yeah, Reynor trying to expand over to this 3 o'clock again, and again, it gets canceled. So GuMiho's like, look, you can have all the bases down to the south, but I want this one, and I want this one. Look at this patrol. Kind of mesmerizing, yeah? Oh, they stopped. Lame. Lame. Stop patrolling. Yeah, so this is the strategy. Nukes are part of it, too. I wonder if we're going to start seeing some nukes produced out of these Ghost Academy, or I guess the one Ghost Academy we have. Because that's another thing. We haven't seen that strategy, though, so I don't know. What's GuMiho up to? He's going to definitely snipe that Viper. Yeah. Die for it. Actually, like 4 Banelings died for that Ghost. Good trade. That was a great trade for GuMiho. Losing 1 Ghost for like 4 Banelings and a Viper. Pfft. Make that trade any day of the week. Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job making sure that Reynor doesn't get any more bases than he already has anyway. I don't know why those Banelings pursued as far as they did. That was pretty stupid. Pathogen Glands coming in. Greater Spire getting started with +2 Flyer Attack coming up too. Income tab's just been favoring Reynor really heavily over the last 5 minutes. Like insanely heavily. Neural Parasites coming in. Yeah, this is turtley, but it's not turtley mech, and it's not turtley nukes. So I don't know what other kind of turtle we're doing here. Like Marine Marauder Ghost isn't really a turtle style. I don't know. I mean, look, it is 2-to-1 resources lost at this point, which bodes well for GuMiho. I get this one Liberator's like, stop. Can't. 21,000 resources lost to 9,000 resources lost. And so if GuMiho just does that, just basically holds this resources lost discrepancy, 2-to-1 advantage, he can win this game. Because Reynor doesn't have a 2-to-1 income advantage. Tough, right? Really tough here. So Reynor's got to do something. And by doing something, he's making 11 Broodlords, which is a lot of Broodlords. We don't see this many Broodlords a lot in StarCraft 2. Let's go Broodlords. Let's go Snipes. Snipes are a good answer to Broodlords. Is he using SCVs? He's using SCVs to free up supply and try to kill these spores that are coming up. Right on the front lines. On the other side, small group of Marines, Marauders, got some Ghosts in the mix, some Hellbats clearing creep and stuff, but you need to clear this creep. You really can't Reynor just have this creep, man. So SCVs die, but not going to waste any Banelings on them. Smart stuff. Spores getting shots off on the command center. It has to flee. I don't know if you can let Reynor have this thing. I guess maybe now that this is kind of established, you can. But the Broodlords have revealed themselves. But guess what? Snipety snipe, snipe, snipe. There's no detection. Oh, now there is. The Overseers were a little bit late to the party. Oh, Overseers dying in missile turrets. Not how you want to do this thing. Snipe. Uh-oh. Ghosts are dying. Fungals on the ghost so they can't steady target. So they can't snipe. Reynor making his push up. Knight. Reynor. Uh-oh. This is working. This is so many Broodlords. It's just kind of working. There's 10 of them. And he's lost 5. He rolled up here with 15 Broodlords. What a madman. I love what Reynor is doing here. Making some Corruptors, too, in case there are some Vikings. Yes, there are. We're quadruple pumping Vikings right now to deal with this. That is the correct answer. And then the correct counter answer is Corruptors. Maybe don't turn them all into Broodlords, eh? Oh, that was a free tank. Okay, it's dead anyway. It's very free regardless. Snipe. 1 snipe. 2 snipes. Not getting great snipes off here, unfortunately. Really trying, though. GuMiho holding on. It's still a 2-to-1. Resources lost. Oh, he just lost that advantage, though. 17k to 30k is not a 2-to-1 number. Vikings being micro to within an inch of their lives here from GuMiho. Snipe, 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 snipe. Broodlord count. Knocked down to 7. Fungal's getting tossed down on... Oh, we got some Thors in the mix. Oh, all the SCVs and the planetary dies on the right side. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Thor's a pretty good answer to Broodlords, but not when you're being surrounded by Lings. Yeah, this is not great. 165 to 120 supply here. Reynor's got a pretty decent advantage, and GuMiho just lost this base. But Reynor doesn't have this top left base either. So there's some math coming into play here. If GuMiho has this and Reynor has this, I feel like it's a pretty close game. If Reynor doesn't have this and GuMiho doesn't have this, I don't know. I kind of feel like that's okay for GuMiho. But he needs to kill this thing, like now. And Broodlords are slow. In the current patch, Broodlords are fast. Oh, just mass crackling, huh? Okay. Yeah, you don't really have any answer to that, do you? No. Oh, is that your GG? It might just be your GG. That's so many dead SCVs. Trying to long distance mine because he's basically mined out everywhere else. GuMiho's got this, but that's not going to last for very long. Yeah, I think Reynor's got this thing. I think GuMiho has stretched this game out about as far as he can go. But he's got Broodlords on his half of the map, which is not ever where you want them, but that's where they want to be. Got some Liberators coming in. Anti-air, not super great against Broodlords, but it's better than nothing. And it does chase them away, at least temporarily. Yeah, if GuMiho doesn't have this base, and Reynor has this base... Oh, he did get this. My gosh, so many of SCVs are dying. How many orbitals does he have? None? That's not good. I'm seeing a 0 orbital count here. This. Oh, he's got one right here. Where is it? Oh, 7. 7? Gosh, I'm stupid. Fully upgraded Broodlings, man. Chippity chomp, 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 chomp. GuMiho pushing down this left side. Got a ton of Liberators, Thors, Hellbats, Ghost Marines. Gonna wipe out Reynor's left side 9 o'clock position. Are the Broodlords gonna try to respond to this? I don't know if they are. And then the Vikings show up. And the Broodlords are not supported by anything. Oh, except for some infestors who throw down a fungal. It's good, I guess. Oh, and some parasitic bombs, too. Oh, free ghosts! Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, never mind. Fungal parasitic bomb combo enough to kill those Vikings quite easily, actually. Sucking off some HP, trading HP for energy here are the Vipers. GuMiho takes the top left. I mean, everything's come down to this. These two extreme bases. They've both been held by both players at different points in this game, which is fun. That's always interesting when that happens. Yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this. This has been some really, really good ZVT today. More Corruptors in production. I'm not sure if that's for Broodlords or... Has he really... I think he's made every Corruptor he's produced today into a Broodlord. He's not using Corruptors to protect them. He's using Infestors and Vipers to protect them. Which, I don't know if that's a long-term strategy. Like, maybe if GuMiho had a million Vikings, couldn't kill them all with Vipers. I don't know. What are these Vipers doing? Hey, welcome to the base. Man, the Liberators are like, if only we could kill stuff quickly. We suck at this. Snipe! Gets a parasitic bomb off before it dies. That's hilarious. Very funny. But it's 199 to 137 supply here in favor of Reynor. I don't know. He doesn't actually have a bank. He doesn't have any more of a bank than GuMiho does. This is weird. This is a weird game. I do think Reynor's probably got it, just because I don't think GuMiho has much of an answer to these Broodlords right now. Like, holy crap, not much of an answer to these Broodlords at all. Look at this creep spread. Spores. Okay. Yeah, spores will help defend against the Vikings, too. That Viking doesn't know that there are spores here. Ah! He knows now, and he gonna die. Bummer. GuMiho's army left side. I think GuMiho's just kind of giving up on his main. His army's not really in a position to save it at all, which is a problem. This mass ghost stuff could be pretty good if he can avoid getting fungled and avoid getting broodlings chomping on him. Some incredible snipes could come through here. It's just there's too many broodlings on the ground. That's something the current patch did too, was made broodlings last a shorter amount of time. Oh my gosh, we got some Ultralisks. Look at that apple. Incredible. Ultralisks have joined the party. They've been theoretical for a while. Nice fungal. I think that's your GG. Yeah, ghosts are dying all over the place. The Broodlords are being microed perfectly by Reynor. And he just doesn't have anything to stop this. Army value 154 to 81. A lot of that is medevacs, who are providing a ton of value here. They can't do anything to kill the Broodlords anyway, that's for sure. Snipes, sure. Get a couple snipes off. Broodlords have been dying, but there are still 17 here. And that's your GG. Reynor just steamrolling over GuMiho right now. Just no way, no path forward here at all. And that's your GG. Reynor is your winner in 28 minutes and 17 seconds. Absolutely killer. Killer TVZ there. That was a ton of fun. We got a lot of fun there. I know Terran fans are like, boo. But we've had some Terran wins on the channel over the last couple weeks. Come on, we're okay. We're doing all right. 53,000 resources lost for Reynor and 44,000 lost for GuMiho. So yeah, over the last 5-10 minutes of that game, it went from a 2-to-1 ratio for GuMiho to a not even close to a 2-to-1 ratio for GuMiho. He's, you know, it's still more cost efficient for him, but not by enough to overcome what Reynor was able to do here. So GG, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. 18 Broodlords died, but there were 16 at the end of the game. That's a lot of Broodlords. 6 Infestors died, 5 at the end of the game. What died the most over here? 152 Marines went down, 5 Thor, 67 SCVs, 21 Siege Tanks, and a Partridge and a Pear Tree. Yeah, tough. He needed to hold that top left base, and he needed to hold that right side base too. He needed his half of the map if he was going to win this thing against Reynor. And he couldn't. You couldn't hold both. And sometimes that happens. Well done. All right, that was fun. That was a really, really fun ZVT. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because that's going to be it for me today. This has been a Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, A Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.